In this video, I want to explain how to do single replacement reactions. So, I made a note right here where metals replace metals or hydrogen, and nonmetals replace other nonmetals. So, if you look at this general reaction at the top, if A is a metal, A is going to come in here and try to kick B out if B is another metal. Now, to do that, I have to look at something called an activity series, which I have an example one right over here on your right, where metals that are higher on the list are more reactive, so they can kick out things that are lower on the list. So, if, let's say A was calcium, and let's say BX was silver nitrate. Calcium's a metal, so it's going to try to kick out the silver. So I check my activity series, calcium's right there, and silver's all the way at the bottom. So calcium's higher than silver, so calcium can kick out silver. So silver would be all by itself, and calcium would take nitrate. And now I still have to balance the reaction, but that's single replacement. So let's try a couple more examples. All right, in the examples I have on this page, remember that we still have to consult our activity series. So, in the first example, zinc is a metal, so metals will kick out other metals or hydrogen. So, I check my activity series, and zinc is higher than hydrogen. Now, water's a little interesting. You want to think of water like HOH. So zinc's going to go in there and kick out an H and bond with hydroxide. So I get zinc hydroxide, and hydrogen gets kicked out. Now I can balance the reaction. You don't want to think about balancing while you're writing those products. You just want to do it after the reaction is finished. So I have 2 oxygens on the right-hand side, so I need a 2 there. It gives me 4 hydrogens, and I have 4 on the other side. So there we go. Now for the second one, fluorine is a nonmetal. So fluorine's going to try to do the same thing, except this time it's going to try to kick out a nonmetal like chlorine. So I check my activity series, which the one I gave in class has the nonmetals at the bottom. If you don't have that list, you can use your periodic table because the halogens are in order for their activity. So fluorine's the most reactive, and then the iodine at the bottom would be the least reactive. So fluorine is higher than chlorine. So chlorine gets kicked out, and sodium bonds with fluorine. They both have a 1 charge, so they cancel, and chlorine's by itself. Now I have to balance. So I need a 2 there and a 2 there. Next one, cadmium's a metal, so it's going to try to kick out iron. Is cadmium higher on the list than iron? Yes. So iron gets kicked out, and cadmium bonds with nitrate. And I have to cross the charges still. And there we go. Last one, copper is a metal, so it's going to try to kick out the hydrogen. I check my activity series, and copper is not higher, so in this one, no reaction would take place. So when doing single replacement, it's as easy as that. Just you need to remember to check that activity series before you write your products.